It's known that Rabbi Nachman lived parallel to the shuk, to the marketplace. And he was once teaching his students when they hear a knock on the door, on the window. So they'll go, everyone looks toward the window, obviously, and there's a soldier. The soldier screams out, "Is there any soldiers in there?" So everyone answered, "No, go away. There's no soldiers. You have nothing to look for here." So, okay, they continued giving the class. A few minutes later, another soldier knocks on the window, screams out, "Is there any soldiers in there?" They say, "No, there's no soldiers in here. No soldiers. Go away. You're bothering us." So Rabbi Nachman commented, he says, this is exactly a person's Yetzer Hara. A person who says no to his Yetzer Hara, he will have the Yetzer Hara now come and test him again. And once he says no again, welcome to the battle. Now he's going to come and he's going to say no again. He's going to have to come and say no again. He's going to come back to him and he's going to have to say no again. And he's going to come back to him. Rabbi Nachman says sometimes hundreds or thousands of times. But once the Yetzer Hara gets the point that he cannot entrap you, he cannot get you into his sin that he wants to tempt you with, he said he'll leave you alone. He said now that we told this soldier to go away, there's no of him coming back because he knows there's absolutely no soldiers here. So the common example is when someone starts to fulfill a mitzvah. For example, Shabbat. In the beginning, when someone starts keeping Shabbat, he has a lot of temptations. He just came out from a world that doesn't keep Shabbat, and now he wants to start keeping Shabbat. But his old friends call him, the Yetzer Hara makes his old friends call him specifically to go out on Friday nights, specifically to go out to a non-kosher restaurant on a Friday night, specifically this party is happening only on Friday night to come and break Shabbat. And he's going to have temptations, endless temptations. Once he finally tells the Yetzer Hara no enough times, what happens? He doesn't come back to him with the same temptations. He's going to let go. He's going to forget about it. Because the Yetzer Hara realizes he has nowhere to go. He has nothing to gain. For example, if you give a Baal Tshuva that just started keeping Shabbat a few Shabbats ago, $1 million to break Shabbat, I would say the statistic is that he's going to break Shabbat. Because he doesn't have the firmity, if that's a word, he's not firm enough to be able to stand on his own 2 feet. The Yetzer Hara has where to wiggle. It has where to enter. But once you close up the area completely, seal it off, that the Yetzer Hara has nowhere to, no wiggle space as they say, nowhere to enter from, so he's not going to bother you whatsoever with that sin. So we have to get to the level with everything, that if the Yetzer Hara sees he has who to speak to, he has who to complain to, he has who to convince, he's going to come back many, many times. But once we close the door so tight that we tell the Yetzer Hara, absolutely not, no matter under any circumstance I'm not doing this sin, and he's going to come back and test us, and he's going to come back and test us again. But once we cancel that 100% and show him with our actions and our thoughts and our reaction towards him that no way under any circumstance, and he realizes he has nowhere to gain, nothing to advance with me, he's going to leave it alone. He's going to go to something else, but at least in that area he's going to be canceled. May we merit Bezrat Hashem to never let in even to a little bit of the Yetzer Hara, because then, God forbid, it's an endless battle. He's going to always come back. But once a person realizes that if I just say no enough times and I show the Yetzer Hara that there's no way he's coming to me with this sin, it's absolutely a victory. Once a person realizes this, he'll be able to stick strong no matter what happens.